internship program in a Twin Cities suburb is getting attention for all the right reasons. Adam Duxter explains how it's providing life-changing opportunities for everyone involved.
All right, so Wesley, you want to come do this? Here you go.
You've heard of getting a summer job.
And just take it and put it right there.
But what about 2, 3, or even 4?
Can you do that?
Even then,
Just step right onto it.
you would have nothing on Christian Meyer and Wesley Parker.
I was mayor, then I gave it up to Wesley.
My preference is fire department.
You can see how it says 11.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Through Chaska's Growth Through Opportunities campaign and Empower Inclusion, these two are on an 8-week tear to work almost every job the city offers.
It's really hard to describe. It's just very special.
The goal is finding a job for Christian and Wesley that works long-term. Kevin Wright says it's also turned into a department-by-department competition to win the favor of these two potential employees.
They're usually asking to say, what did they like doing at this place? What did the electric department do? So then the public works department may try to say, well, we got to make sure we're on the top of the list. Everyone's fighting to see who's going to be the favorite department.
New coworkers.
He's awesome to work with, very friendly, no anger problems.
Building a resume.
You can't go wrong with doing a program like this.
1 week at a time. Adam Duxter, WCCO News.
Those who are incarcerated often feel unseen and unheard, even after they have been freed. A program featuring their writing and art allows them to express themselves and to change how we think. WCCO's Derek James talked to some of the voices involved in the project about its community importance.
In the corner of 8th and Hennepin, a display of heartfelt poetry and photography. Tell me what you see when you see this exhibit.
I see friends, I see family, I see people who I've struggled with.
A diverse group of people.
All walks of lives, all genders, all races, but there is a common thread. We have that experience with the criminal legal system.
Antonio Williams spent 14 years incarcerated in Rush City Prison.
Every year spent in prison is like a chapter ripped from the best book ever written. Even after you're released, pieces of your life story are missing.
This poem about the last 3 years on the outside.
But the colors of love are duller. The texture of affection doesn't soothe the same.
Williams is among those featured in this exhibit on the Hennepin Theater Trust's Sidewalk Gallery.
There's a real strong marriage between social justice, social service agencies, and the arts, because there's an expression of what needs to be shared, whether it be the thoughts, the feelings, and the wants of a community.
The project is a collaboration between the Minnesota Prison Writing Workshop and We Are All Criminals, with the support of several other nonprofits, including the Waiting Room podcast with Nadine Graves.
That there are people that are in the system, outside of the system, coming home, that want to take that mic back and change that narrative and change the story that's being told about them.
Graves experienced it firsthand. A difficult childhood led to a criminal record at a young age.
I ended up leaving the state of Minnesota to be in an environment where I wasn't constantly reminded of my criminal record. Went to college, did extremely well, studied sociology and criminal justice at an HBCU, and came back to Minnesota, was able to show the courts that I had rehabilitated myself through having access and resources and tools.
The harm that I caused, now that is who I am. The system has told us that that is who we are as people, and it is not true. I'm a father. I'm someone who cares deeply about my community. I'm a homeowner.
Graves and Williams hope telling their stories will achieve change in the system and how we think about those in it.
To not be shackled by their criminal record or their past.
They're no different from our fathers, from our brothers, our sisters, our children. These are our people. And I see them.
In Minneapolis, Derek James, WCCO News.
That's our show. We hope that it lifted you up, maybe even inspired you to do some good. You can see more of these heartwarming stories every Sunday on our show at 7 a.m. on WCCO TV. It's kind of like our local version of CBS Sunday Morning. And if you have an uplifting story you want to share, we want to hear from you. Submit your stories to WCCO.com/uplift. Thank you, friends, for being here. We'll see you next week.